What is good, guys? Welcome back to Behind the Dugouts. And it's Champions League time. Chelsea versus Qarabag. This is your match preview. And look, it's a team that we have come up against in the past. Shout out Zappacosta. However, like then and now, we cannot go into this game underestimating them, taking this team lightly. And, fair play to them. They've actually had a pretty decent campaign so far. 2 wins and a loss. They're sitting on the same points as us and only behind us on goal difference. So we can't go into this fixture taking them lightly. And of course, they're not the upper echelons of football clubs in terms of the Barcelonas, the Real Madrids, the superior quality teams that you would come up against in the Champions League. However, what they are is that middle ground, potential banana skin team that we always seem to rock up Charity FC for, like all the time. Am I expecting this one to be that way? No. Am I expecting us to win this? You'll have to wait and find out. At the end, I will give you my score predictions. But I am expecting us to come in and take this game seriously. Now, there are a few mitigating factors that could cause a bit of upset, a bit of shift in balance. And one of them, and I think most notably, is the fact that, especially of recent times, because he's always been a bit of a tinkerman, Maresca I'm talking about, is the heavily rotated squad. So when I mean heavily, we had 8 changes for the Wolves game and we had 10 for the Tottenham game. I'm expecting a pretty much brand new team for this game compared to who played against Tottenham. So that massive rotation, and it's not like they're playing 3 games and then it's rotated. This is literally rotating game after game. The chemistry could be a bit off. The balance could be a little bit off. The fluidity in the terms of the play and the way that we move the ball, this could be off. But in terms of quality, individually, collectively, as a team, there's more than enough to get through this Qarabag team. More than enough. So there's no excuses on it. It's just about, like any game, what type of player, what headspace are they in, and are they going to take this game seriously? So, injury-wise, players that we have available for selection. Only the most recent notable one will be Pedro Neto, carrying a bit of a knock. He's been left out of this game. Other than that, it's the Cole Palmers, the Sugos, the Levi Colwells, who we know and who have been out for a considerable amount of time. The lapse served his domestic ban. Obviously, it wouldn't have taken place in the Champions League anyway, but he is back. He's available. He's now had, another week to train, so he should be a bit fitter. So I'm expecting him to be involved in this fixture too. So we are pretty much almost at full strength, bar a few of our key players. So there is no excuse in this. So that being said, let's get into what I think Maresca is going to go with for the starting lineup. Right, starting off in goal. Now, I think this could be the last fixture in the Champions League for this player. Philip Jorgensen will come in to replace Robert Sanchez. And the reason I think it's going to be his last fixture, after Qarabag, our Champions League games are considerably tougher. And I think the only reason Jorgensen is playing these games is because the opponents are of a lower standard. But once we hit the Barcelonas, the Napolis, I do expect Sanchez to come in, because you can't tell me that Jorgensen is in there based on performance or quality, because he's got neither of those. His performances have been poor. His quality, I wouldn't even have him at 5th choice at this point. And it's gotten me to the state where I'm actually wanting and asking for Sanchez to come back in the squad. And that is something I never thought I'd be saying. Sanchez, to be fair to him, has improved. And against Tottenham, I thought he was superb. Claiming crosses, distribution, everything was spot on. He's still not, and still needs to convince me that he is at Chelsea #1 level, which I still don't think he is. But Jorgensen, the only reason he's getting these fixtures is because it's against low opposition. And I guarantee once we hit those Barcelonas, we won't be seeing him in the squad. So, Jorgensen, take this opportunity to have a good game, mate. Right back, Malagusto. Again, as I said, rotation. I know they both started against Tottenham, but I feel that we are going to rest Reece for this one, and Malagusto will come in and play that right back role. 2 centre-backs. I think it's going to be another switch, and it's going to be Josh and Tosin. Both players didn't feature on the weekend against Tottenham, so being Maresca loves to rotate, it is expected that he's going to completely change the back two and play Tosin and Josh. Alongside them, Hato, who, to be fair to him, has looked pretty decent of late. You know, the games that he has played, he has put in a good shift. So I'm excited to see the levels that he can get to this season with the constant rotation and allowing him to learn off a player like Mark Cucurella. I think it's going to be perfect for his development, and you can already see the fruits of it coming through now. His performances from when he first played to the games that we've seen recently have definitely improved. So Hato comes in for me at left back. Two pivot players. I'm expecting us to give a much deserved rest to both Enzo and Caicedo, because we need them to. I'm pretty sure they'll probably go away on international duty, so this is going to be one of the only real times we can rest them. So for me, the pivot players will be Andre Santos, who had a great game against Wolves, got a great goal. You know, it was a tidy finish. And partnering alongside him is Romeo Lavia. And I don't want to say too much on Lavia because I don't want to jinx it. But it's good to have him in the team. It really is. And his fitness is getting better. He's staying on the pitch for longer. He's playing more games. But we have to say it quietly, because we know you say the wrong thing and he's out for 6 months. So Lavia, not expecting anything, mate. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just cruise along. Keep getting fitter. That's all I want from you. In front of them, in number 10, I think it will be Buonanotte. Again, he's another player similar to Jorgensen, although the performances haven't been too bad from Buonanotte. I thought he's played relatively well in quite a few games, but he needs minutes, and against low oppositions, this is the type of games that we've sort of brought him in for, you know, to replace Palmer, although he's injured at the moment, to play these games so he doesn't have to, and we can keep him fit and, you know, injury-free through the course of the season. So Buonanotte, for me, will come in as the 10. My two wide players, out on the left, straight swatch, Garnacho out, Jamie Gittins in, just improve upon the Wolves' performance. Wolves' performance, brilliant. Little cameo against Tottenham. If he puts that goal away, we'd be talking about a good performance. Obviously, he scuffed it completely, so his performance was a little bit tainted. Come against Qarabag, show your stuff, go get yourself another goal, build up that confidence, and he will be fighting for that starting spot on the left-hand side, 100%. Out on the right, no questions asked, it's got to be Steve-O. It's got to be Steve-O. Didn't start against Tottenham, obviously featured later on in the game. Got a bit of a battered nose, but he's a warrior. He takes those knots and he carries on going. And I'm expecting a really good performance from him. And I do feel that he's going to score. I've got a feeling. I think he's now starting to find a bit of rhythm, a bit of reign of form. Obviously, he scored against Wolves. I think he will find the back of the net in this one. And up front, it's got to be Delap, innit? Mainly because the guy wasted his 30 minutes that he got against Wolves and got himself a red card in 7. So he needs to come on and get some match fitness. I think with the lap coming back, I kind of feel like Hughes' minutes are going to be quite diminished. Tyreek George is an argument. He's obviously scored more goals than all our strikers. So in terms of performance and output, he should be starting. But there are other factors that play into the striker role, which for me, Tyreek George just does not have. If we're going to play him, start him on the wing. That's just my personal preference. I'm still not happy with him playing striker, but if he's banging in goals up there, you can't argue with it at the end of the day. Numbers are numbers. But for me, the lap's got to start. He's got to start, and ideally, I want him to play at least 60 to 70 minutes of this game and get himself a goal. If he can get himself a goal in this, get that confidence straight back up, going into after the international break, we will have hopefully a confident strike force going into the Arsenal and the Barcelona games, which is definitely what we need. But that's my starting 11. And like I said, there's enough quality collectively as a unit to beat this Qarabag team. But like always, what are your thoughts on this? Is there anyone in there that you would have starting over the players that I have picked for this one? Drop it in the comments below. Right, score prediction time. How do I think this game is going to go? What do I think the score is going to be? Look, I think the Tottenham game has done a lot for this squad in terms of a confidence boost, in terms of morale booster. It's definitely aided, even from Maresca tactically, he got that game spot on, which confidence is vital going into these potential banana skin games. I don't think we're going to underestimate Qarabag. I think we're going to get it spot on. I think we're going to be at them from the off. We're going to show intensity, and these players that are on the fringe of the squad that want more minutes have an opportunity to step up, and I think they're going to take it. I think we're going to win 3-1. I do think it's going to be a comfortable 3-1. I think Steve-O's going to get on the score sheet. I think Gittins will score again. And I've got a feeling Delap is going to score a returning goal as long as he can stay on the pitch this time. And I'm also going to say we're not getting another red card for this. I think we're going to go 2 games on the bounce with no red cards. But get your thoughts in the comments below. Drop your score predictions. Let me know how you think this game is going to go. But for now, guys, that is all from me. If you're enjoying the content, smash up the likes, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.